Can't afford music production school? Good news, you don't need it. Bad news, it's going to take you way longer. But if you're willing to put in the work, I'm going to show you exactly how to become a professional music producer using only free online resources. Look, I was able to go to BPM college and it fast-tracked my journey. But I know not everyone has that option. Maybe you're broke, maybe there's no school near you, or maybe you have other commitments. That's fine. The truth is, plenty of big artists are completely self-taught. They just figured it out through trial and error. But here's the thing, you can be smarter about it. You can avoid the mistakes that waste years of your life. The biggest issue with learning online? You don't know what you don't know. Every YouTuber looks like the Einstein of music production when you're starting out. They know more than you, so they must be experts, right? Wrong. That's why the most common mistake I see self-taught producers make is doing things so inefficiently. Stuff that looks like they're scratching their left ear with their right hand around their head. They make redundant moves and do stuff without understanding why. Just because some tutorial said so, they're copying without comprehension. But the worst part? Without structure, without accountability, you're completely alone. You're the boss, the teacher, and the student. No one to ask for help, so if you fail, there's nobody to blame but yourself. So here's the order you need to follow, and don't skip steps. First, music theory. The musical content always comes first. Without it, your music will sound like a bunch of random noises. But don't worry, you don't need to become Mozart. If you play an instrument well, then there's a strong chance that you can probably move on, because you already have sufficient knowledge to start writing music. Second, sound design. You need to learn to make quality sounds that will inspire you to produce, because without good sounds, you'll be less motivated to create, and your tracks will sound bad. And even if you plan on using presets and samples, you still need to develop the understanding of what makes quality sounds sound good through learning sound design. Third, production. Expanding ideas, layering, adding drums and effects creatively. Making artistic decisions that create cohesion and memorable moments. Production is the part where you execute your musical idea and bring it to life through your artistic lens. Finally, mixing and mastering. I put them together because it's really about mixing to get a perfect master. A great and ready sounding track. Best case scenario? This takes 6 years to get professional. That's if you're dedicated. Most people take way longer. So here's how to learn effectively. Watch multiple tutorials on the same topic. It's like getting a second medical opinion. Don't just watch one compression tutorial. Watch 5 from different people. You'll start to see patterns. Figure out what's actually true versus personal preference. Always click newer videos. Methods get updated. Why learn outdated techniques from 10 years ago? Practice with purpose. Don't just make random bass growls. Make an actual dubstep track. Set real goals that force you to solve real problems. Try recreating tracks you love. That's how you encounter actual challenges and find actual solutions. For feedback, share with friends. Post in Reddit groups or Discord channels, with permission of course. Don't just spam. Or submit to demo feedback streams. You need outside ears to give you that valuable feedback. When I started, I was on my computer 8 to 10 hours a day. That's probably not realistic for you, but minimum 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. Less than that and you're just playing around. At first you'll just be copying. That's normal, but through repetition, you'll start understanding. When you can solve problems without running to tutorials, that's when you know you've actually learned something. Now, if you were to ask me for recommendations, I would suggest you check out Excellent Sound, Zen World, AU5, and Virtual Riot. And even though these are not the only quality channels out there, they're some of my personal go-tos for quality content. They cover everything from production to sound design, mixing and mastering, and all in various genres. And if I may plug my own channel, specifically for learning scientific methods and systems to eliminate guessing and solely relying on your ears. This will be the final step you'll need before becoming a professional. Pro tip: You can also look up your favorite artists. Many do track breakdowns and production streams. There are tons of quality content if you know where to look. But be wary of red flags for bad tutorials. No explanations of why things work, just do this because I said so. Or using samples to create sounds you can't replicate without those exact samples. Good tutorials teach the concepts behind the results. The key is following your excitement. Work on music that fires you up, but also occasionally force yourself to sit down even when you're not feeling it. Sometimes those sessions turn into something beautiful. You can avoid tutorial hell by actually making music. Set projects, not just learning skills. You learn more from finishing one track than watching 100 tutorials. And don't set hard deadlines. Take it step by step. Allow yourself to even take detours beyond your musical goal or music itself. Don't be too hard on yourself. And remember why you started, because that's what keeps you going when it gets hard. But here's the thing. One of the biggest mistakes self-taught producers make is relying on kick samples. And if you want to know why synthesis beats samples every single time, then hit subscribe. Because in the next video, I'm revealing why that perfect kick sample you're searching for doesn't actually exist.